If you're asking the question on how to start a blog, we can help you out. But first, you have to make a conscious decision on what you want to blog about. You won't be able to just write about your quirky random thoughts and expect to make money. That is, of course, unless you have a very, very unique perspective in your quirky random thoughts. It is important to be reasonably certain about what you're going to blog about, what you're going to write about. Maybe you want to start a mom blog and give advice, or tell funny stories about raising your children. Those are good. Maybe you have a passion for food and you want to share your recipes. Maybe you love to work on cars and you want to write about repairing them and show your work via video on YouTube. There are all kinds of niches you can blog about, but only you can figure out exactly the subject that you're going to cover. And it takes a while to do what we call finding your voice. And what I mean by that is even when you think you know your subject, you will find that it is your subject and especially your audience that tends to dictate how you write. No matter how much you plan ahead at the beginning and just getting started, you will modify your style and approach to your subject depending on how your audience responds and the questions that they ask. Now that we have that out of the way, how do you start a blog? Okay, that's a very big question and not one that can be covered in a single video unless you want to sit here for about 2 hours so we can get it all in. And who wants to do that? This is just our first video. In this first video, we will cover the basics and explain what a hosting plan and a content management system and cover your domain name for your blog. Any serious blog needs to have these three essential things: its own domain name, a content management system, and a hosting plan. Now you can start a blog for free and get free web hosting, but if you're even remotely serious and want to be taken seriously, you don't want to do that. The easy way and the cheapest ways are not always the best way. You need a domain name and you need a hosting plan so you can eventually put ads on your blog, and you can also dictate how you want to do everything. You also need a content management system so you have some place to actually write your blog. Now, WordPress is really the only viable system for building your blog in today's internet. There are other options, but setting up a WordPress blog is as simple as it gets. It's the default system, and also with the sheer number of free WordPress templates and WordPress plugins available today, the choice is pretty clear. And of course, you need a domain name for your blog. Fortunately, you can get all three of the essential things you need to start a blog and host your blog at BLUEHOST.com. With Bluehost, it really only takes about 5 to 10 minutes to set up your blog and make your blog post from start to finish. It really couldn't be any simpler than that, and you can get your web hosting plan for as little as $3.95 per month and only $6.95 per month for unlimited hosting. Now let's check out these options right now and see what's available. As you can see, you can start out with a starter package at $3.95 per month, and you get unlimited bandwidth and 100 gigabytes of space. And for only $6.95 a month, you get unlimited websites, unlimited web space, and unlimited bandwidth. And if you want to go further, you can spend $14.95. But it's very simple to get started with Bluehost. They have all kinds of different options. And Bluehost also has the ability for you to install WordPress instantly as soon as you register for a hosting plan. You can literally just get your domain name, install the WordPress blogging platform, which is very simple, and make your first blog post in about 5 to 10 minutes with Bluehost. It really is that simple. All right, now those are the very basics of how to start a blog. So stay tuned for our next video in our How to Start a Blog series that will cover exactly how to set up your WordPress blog at BLUEHOST.com. You don't want to miss that one because we will show you exactly how it's done step by step. In the meantime, go check out BLUEHOST.com at the link in the description below this video. Thanks for watching, and we look forward to seeing you on our next video. Again, go check out BLUEHOST.com in the link in the description below this video.